Welcome back. As all of you would know, or a few of you, or probably most of you, um, I've been back into Dragon Ball. I'm like, fuck you, Drew. Damn you, you got me. Drew and Vince, you both got me back into Dragon Ball again. I mean, like, it's not that I left it, it's always been part of my life, just like, you have interests that fade into the background, but they seep back up again. Like, say you like Star Wars, Dragon Ball, and some other things, and you'll be in a fad for a little, not a fad with yourself, really, of just being interested in that subject, and you rotate around. It's kind of like, something old is like a brand new gift again. You realize more about it, you forget things about it, and it's just a rediscovery of old obsessions and passions. Well, this time I've dug up a game which I emulated. I'm not lying here, and it was originally it's a Dragon Ball Z game. Matter of fact, it's not any regular beat 'em up fighting Dragon Ball Z game. It is an RPG, a card-based RPG. I know I said before in the past that when it comes to card-based RPGs, people usually turn tail and run because when it comes to RPGs, a lot of it has to do with strategy, and with card-based, it all has to do with luck and how good a hand is dealt to you. And mixing those two, it's kind of hard because you have to think on the fly there, but you also have stats to help you out, you progress and you level up. But it has some good points in this game, and the game that we're playing today, or I played, is Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Densetsu. I probably just butchered that. But this is a compilation game, kind of like, how Super Mario All-Stars is? This is kind of like that. It kind of put two games in one. The first game was Assault of the Saiyans, both on the NES. I mean, Assault of the Saiyans and Fury of Lord Frieza. And those two card-based RPGs. The first game went only up to the Saiyan saga at the end, and the second game covered the whole Namek saga. And this game combines the two into one. This is the only compilation. They had two sequels later after this. This one was on the Super Nintendo, and all four other games are on the NES, so it's kind of weird. And these other games really expand on the lifespan of the NES. Like, the first game was 1990, second game 91, third game 92. Like, 90, when you think of 91, that's like the end of the NES. That's when we stopped doing that. That was birth of the Super Nintendo. And 93 was Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. So it's kind of crazy that they put all these games on the NES and not just make them for the Super Nintendo. But hey, it's a developer itself. But the game we're talking now is it's a diamond in the rough. It's only for the really, really hardcore. I hate using that term, but it's the only word I could use to describe somebody who is such an obsessed fanboy of this genre, of this shonen Dragon Ball Z, that is myself and probably Drew and Vince as well. They're pretty up there as well. I'm not saying I'm a bigger fan, it's just, I'm fucking crazy for it. But this game, card-based RPG, it goes all the way to the Namek saga, and it ends there. And the gameplay, well, I should start first. Graphics-wise, it's quite bland, the overworld. It's like there's next to no detail inside housing. Every house you go inside, it's the same. The sprites themselves are not that bad. And think about it, this is just a port to it. I think they could probably make new sprites to capitalize onto the Super Nintendo. But in battle, they totally changed it up. They gave it more detail, far more detail in the sprites of the characters while fighting. It's RPG fighting. It's really quite well. The art and the characters and the sprites are quite well in battle, but out of battle they're really metacore at best. And the battle system, I think we should go with sound. The sound is very much I'm bip-bopping all over here. Sound is very close to the original Japanese soundtrack and score, which is not a bad thing. If you like Bruce Falconer music, play the Legacy of Goku games. But here it's all the original soundtrack, which does pretty well. But there are And the sound effects are straight from the show, which I like, the old explosions and stuff. And like, there are great cutscenes during some fights. You can throw a guy in the ground, just a big puff of smoke. I mean, like when he hits the ground. And another one, you can throw him into a mountain. There's energy blasts. It's great. But the problem here is that it's card based, and the cards are Ganges, or the symbols, like the logos of said characters, and they have in the top and bottom corners they have stars on them of Dragon Balls. A 1 star is stronger than 2 stars, and it works like that. There's a heavy hit card, which is the yellow one, and we got the regular card, which is the blue, not the blue one, the gray one, and we got a key card, which is blue, and that's your energy attacks. And there's another card, the Ginyu Force. It's same thing as like a normal fighting card. And then there's a Z card. There's a whole Z on it, and that's the most powerful attack. I mean, the most powerful version of said card. But this, when it comes to things, if you want to do things in battle, you gotta pray the cards come into your hand because you're out of luck. And like sometimes you can't win a battle unless you have that card in your hand. But it's a good thing when you use a card, it's gone. Another card pops up, and this game probably has a good advantage of how many party members you can have at once. Near the end of the game, you can have up to 9 party members at one time on battlefield fighting with you. That's more than Final Fantasy IV, who had like 6, I think, on the field at one time. I think it's 6. But here they just blow that out of the water with 9. And in here that they do things out of continuity, or things like you can make sure that Tien, Chotu, Yamcha, and Piccolo don't die in the battle, but Piccolo dies anyway because there's like a little cutscene thing. But yeah. But they do come. All of them come back after being wished back on Namek. Like when Piccolo gets wished back on Namek, you can have Tien, Chotu, and Yamcha again. And yeah, it's really only for the hardcores. And when you're playing this game, prepare to save a lot, save often. And it's a good thing this has an in-game. There's no like kind of go to an inn and save. It's all right on your menu screen that you can save it on, which is a great upper hand. I mean, a great item to have, because you're gonna get fucked at some points. Nothing really else I could say about this. It's just that it's pretty fun. Oh yeah, great aspect that they threw it in training minigame segments, like Goku on like King Kai's planet training with the gravity, and while Goku's traveling to Namek in the Capsule Corp spaceship, and you have like train under the gravity machine, and it's kind of mostly about timing and kind of a bit of luck in there too. It's really kind of fun that you can, and another great thing this has in is the character's power level, or battle power. Next, under their stats, you got first HP, then you got MP, then you got your power. And I thought that was kind of neat. The power levels have into there and how they spike up. It's really kind of neat to show that shows the character's power level in here. But I think I ate up most of your time, so I had a pretty good one. It was pretty fun, I guess. But check it out if you're only a hardcore Z fan, because this at some points had me pulling out my hair.